The dirt clung to her face, her hands trembling as cruel laughter echoed all around. They thought they had broken her, dragged her into the dust, stripped her of dignity, left her humiliated in front of everyone. But what none of them knew was that this moment, this very cruelty, would spark something inside her that no one could silence. Before we get into her journey, I want you to imagine yourself in her shoes, and if her story moves you, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another story like this, because what happens next will stay with you forever. Amina had always been quiet, the type of girl who never raised her voice even when she had every reason to. She was hardworking, devoted to her studies, and dreamed of lifting her family out of the poverty that had weighed on them for years. Her father, a laborer with calloused hands, believed in her more than anyone. One day, "My daughter will rise," he would whisper when she sat late at night studying by the flickering glow of a single candle. Those words were her strength, but they were also the reason she endured endless mockery from classmates who couldn't stand to see her dream bigger than her surroundings. The day it all changed started in the schoolyard. She was carrying her books, her eyes fixed on the ground to avoid the jeers, when 3 older girls stepped in front of her. Their leader, Samira, sneered, "Still pretending you'll ever be anything more than dirt." Before Amina could respond, they shoved her, and her books scattered across the mud. When she bent down to pick them up, a rough hand grabbed her hair and dragged her to the ground. The laughter stung more than the dirt itself. She lay there, cheeks burning, fighting tears, and for a moment she thought of just staying down. Maybe they were right. Maybe she was nothing. But then, in the silence of her heart, she heard her father's voice again. "One day, my daughter will rise." She clenched her fists in the dirt. Something inside her shifted. She stood slowly, every eye fixed on her, expecting her to run away crying. Instead, she looked at them, her tormentors, and for the first time, she didn't look away. The tears were gone, replaced by a fire in her eyes that silenced the courtyard. Without saying a word, she gathered her books, brushed the dirt from her dress, and walked forward with her head held high. It was not defiance, it was dignity. And in that moment, everyone felt it. That night, Amina didn't tell her father what had happened. She didn't want to burden him, but she poured all of her anger, shame, and determination into her studies. Every insult became a reason to keep going. Every shove was fuel for her to rise stronger. Slowly, her teachers began to notice. She was not just good, she was extraordinary. While others memorized, she understood. While others gave up, she endured. By the time exams came, the same students who had mocked her now whispered nervously about her, realizing they could never catch up. When the results were posted, Amina's name stood at the very top. The same courtyard where she had been dragged into the dirt now echoed with stunned silence. Samira and the others stood at the back, their faces pale, unable to believe it. But Amina did not gloat. She simply walked past them, her chin raised, knowing that her victory wasn't in humiliating them, it was in proving to herself that nothing could keep her down. Years later, Amina became the first woman from her village to earn a scholarship abroad. On the day she left, the entire community gathered. Even those who once laughed at her stood in awe. Her father's proud eyes glistened as he said, "I told you, my daughter would rise." And she did, higher than anyone had imagined. Her story is not just about a girl dragged into the dirt. It's about every one of us who has ever been pushed down, mocked, or told we were nothing. It's about finding the strength to rise, not with revenge, but with purpose. And if her journey has touched you, don't just keep it to yourself, share it, so others can rise too. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and remember this, no matter how deep the dirt, your spirit was made to rise above it. Always.